guys, and welcome back to another episode on my channel, and I'm so happy to have you here. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you drop a comment for me. Do not go anywhere. Keep watching Big Moments, and if this is not your first time, you know the drill. Like this video, drop a comment for me. In this particular video, your comment is very important. You need to say something, whether you agree with me or not. So moving on, we're just gonna pop my intro and then we'll get right into this video. So as you already know from the title, this video is about things that women wish men knew, or things that women wish men would put more effort into. And before we jump right into it, I want to say first and foremost that little things matter. Honestly speaking, you might go ahead and do all those really expensive shit and stuff and all that, and then when it boils down to the little ones, you know not how to do nothing. Trust me, it makes whatever it is you've done before useless. Well, not totally useless, but apparently you need to start with the little things before you move on to those big ones, because right in this video, most of what I'll be talking about will be those little things that we wish the men knew. First and foremost, if you guys don't tell us how you feel about us, there's no way of us knowing. How are we supposed to know how you feel about us when you don't tell us? Some of us ladies appreciate words of affirmation, as that is one of our love languages, because if you don't tell us how you feel about us, we'll assume that you don't. Do you understand? You don't expect us to know something like, baby, you look so nice, I love you, I want to do this for you, I care for you, and all of that will make the person rest assured that you get. Because me personally, if I'm with someone and once in a while you don't tell me how you feel, then it doesn't make any sense. This is to affirm that love you had right from the start is still there. It's not because we don't know. Okay, right from the start, having a conversation with a lady and all that, if you don't tell her how you feel, then she won't actually know, and obviously she's going to assume that you don't love her. But then being in a relationship with someone and then you're and the person is requesting for words of affirmation, tell me once in a while, it's not because we assume now that you don't love us anymore, but that's because we want to know again. It makes us happy when you say it once in a while. We want to reassure ourselves that okay, you actually still love us. And it's the least you can do. We're not asking for too much, or are we? Come on, ladies, if you feel we're asking for too much, you can go ahead and say it in the comment section. But I personally, I don't feel we're asking for too much when we're asking you to say something. Just say with your mouth you love us, you care about us, and you want to be with us, and you want to continue being with us. So when you tell your girlfriend that you're going to call her, it keeps her expectant. So in essence, don't tell the girl you're going to call her and then you don't. Because honestly speaking, when we hear things like this, we're checking off our phone, 1 hour is gone, 2, and the whole day, and the next day, and then you call and you don't even apologize. Come on, please, make sure you just find a way to surprise her. Just call her out of the blue, drop some sexy text for her in between hours and all that. Then you tell her, don't worry, after my meeting I'm going to call you. And then your meeting is supposed to finish in an hour, and then she knows of that fact. You keep her expectant, and it doesn't make any sense. Then also, if your girl calls you and then you cannot pick the call at the moment and you busy her call, make sure you text her ASAP. It's so annoying when someone busies your call. Honestly, very annoying. The person will judge you quickly, why are you busy my call? But you know what? Once we get that text, we feel relaxed, and we know that okay, see, you drop a text I'm going to call you back, or I can't talk right now, or something like that. It's even better you say I can't talk right now than you say I'm going to call you back, and then we're waiting for your call. Still brings us back to the other point that I just said. So make sure you keep to your word. If you're not going to call her back, or you think you might forget, don't say it. It's annoying, period. We need our guys to understand that we are going to be very cranky and moody on our period. You don't expect us to be all happy and jolly. Not everyone is the same. Some people take their period very seriously, and that's because of the pain it comes with. It's not because we want to do it. It's not because we want to get angry at you. It's not because we want to stay cranky. Come on, you have to understand these things. If you don't understand that during our period we're going to be cranky, then you might as well walk away, because that period is going to come every month for a long ass time, except when we are pregnant. And it's even worse when we are done giving birth and the blood is flowing so harshly. Like, you need to understand this is how it's going to be. So come on, you have to get ready for some things, and we honestly wish you understand. If you're guy watching this video, whenever she's on her period, try to be more sweet, try to make her smile. If she's not in the mood, give her space. We like our space too when we're on our period. It's not because we don't want to talk to you, but because that's how it is, and we expect you, and we need you, and we want you to understand. We also appreciate one who accepts and admits his mistakes. We are all human beings. We are prone to making mistakes. As a guy, if you cannot man up to the fact that you did something wrong, you apologize for it, you accept it, and you move on. You try to grow, try to make amends, try to stop doing these things that you do. We might not mention it to you, but we notice these little things, and if we see that you're getting better, it makes us really happy. But when you're always all proud, shoulders high up, you don't want to say sorry, you don't admit that this thing you did was wrong. Come on, this is someone you love. There should be understanding, there should be acceptance of certain things, and it's very important. This is what makes friendship, relationship, and marriage just go down the drain like it never even started. This is someone you love. Accepting your mistakes make the relationship grow. We all know that there are trying times in relationship, and if you're able to move from it or get past it, it makes the relationship stronger and better. And accepting your mistake is one thing that we should all learn to do. Do not show pride to this person that you love. If you can have sex with this person, if you can see this person naked, then what is there if you say sorry, I did this, admit it? And it's not just admitting it and apologizing. You need to try and change. That is the most important thing, because you cannot keep doing it and expect us to keep coming back to you. When you say you're sorry, that's fine. But what makes it even better is when you try to change. And trust us, we see these things, we notice these things, and we know when you're actually trying and making effort to change. Us being independent doesn't mean that we don't want to be spoiled. Honestly, we want to relax and be taken care of too, seriously, because a girl is making money doesn't mean that she doesn't want this guy who she's in love with or this guy who she's in a relationship with to send her money sometimes, take her out, do the little things, babe, let's go for a dinner. No one is asking for something so expensive, but at least she wants to know, because we don't want to hear that. Even if we're working, it doesn't mean that we don't want to be spoiled. All these little things make sense to us. The same way that she would also want to take part of her money and do a little thing for you, even when she knows that you have more than her, or even when she knows that you're working. That's the same way that we expect that you do these things for us, even when we have the money. It shows love, it shows consent. It's part of our love language, receiving gifts. So apparently, if we get them, it makes us happy. So these are the things that we want the men to know. These are things that we want you guys to understand, that being independent doesn't mean that we don't want to be taken care of. The way you act after sex is more important than how you perform. Honestly, you guys should note this. When you're done, try to hug her, hold her, cuddle her to sleep, maybe have a conversation. Just try to make her feel good. Some people don't know what to do after having sex with a girl. You just turn the other way and you start sleeping, or you call an Uber for her or something like that. There are some times where you sleep with a prostitute and then she can't sleep over at your place. But if it's a girl you've been talking to, or a girl you've been in a relationship with, or someone you're married to, then there are certain ways to treat her after sex. Ask her if okay, ask her if she wants to talk, ask her if she wants to eat or something. Do you understand? If she wants to talk, have the conversation with her. Just try and do all these little things to try to make her feel good. It will make everything even much better. Do you understand? Because at that point, some people are already very sensitive. There's this common thought that females like to have long conversations after sex. But these, my brothers, I can assure you that that's not completely true. Honestly, that's not like 100%, because some people honestly like to go to bed immediately after. Just like, just like people say that sex is a sport. I mean, they could be tired and want to sleep ASAP, and then you want to start having some long conversation. That's why you need to know what the person wants after sex and be able to deliver. I mean, there are working class people that go to work the next day and then want to have long conversations that they may not actually be prepared for. So you should note that some people actually want to go to bed after sex. So that's it. Listen to me, guys. This seems like it's not a big deal, but it's very important. Honestly speaking, when we ask you if you want us to come over, a simple yes or no will honestly suffice. Like, honestly suffice. When you say certain things like, if you want to, that's it, I'm not coming over anymore. And I'm sure that girl won't come over, because if you say something like yes, that actually means that you want us to come over, and we smile, and you see us in house ASAP. But when you say certain things like, if you want to, I don't mind, meaning that you don't actually want us there. That's what we'll think. And yes, that is what I will think. And I'm not going to come over anymore, because basically I want you to say yes. So you make me feel wanted. You make it feel like you actually want to see me. And then you would. So please, yes or no will suffice. Say no, then we know that you don't want us there. When you keep saying things like, I don't know, I don't mind, it doesn't help the situation. So please, try and be very, very straightforward. So moving on, the next point would be that honestly, we feel closer to a guy or to someone who confides in us and tells us personal things, who asks for our advice, because it makes us feel like we're actually closer to you. It makes us feel important, because I honestly cannot be with someone who tells some other girl stuff about him that is really, really personal. I know it takes time for you to trust someone. It takes time for you to be vulnerable around someone. But it's of great importance that if you're in a relationship with a girl, that you're able to confide in her, ask for her advice, because it makes you guys close. It makes you get the relationship intact. Because going outside can bring jealousy and so many other things that are actually not necessary. Then when it comes to our birthdays, please and please, if you don't know what to get us, we have siblings, we have friends. No one is an island. That girl you're seeing has a friend. Ask her friend. You need to ask the person, so you will not just get anything. Because I, for one, I appreciate the intent, but there is nothing there. It's not difficult to just ask the next person, what do you think? Or ask her friend, should I get this or should I get that? When you get something for someone and you don't get the right thing, the person doesn't end up using it or wearing it, or it doesn't make any sense that you spent your money on that stuff. Even if you're running away from something so expensive, there's definitely something your money can buy that the person would appreciate and make use of. Because your friend, they're like, oh, I'm so glad, thank you so much, you got this. By the end of the day, you find out that the person's not even wearing it, the person's not using it, nothing of that sort. So make sure you inquire before you go ahead and get something. If we're into you, a simple text in between hours really do warm our heart, because we want to know how you are faring. Even if you're a very busy guy, because I see people say things like, I'm busy, you're supposed to understand. Yeah, we're supposed to understand you, but also there's no way that you don't have 5 minutes. 5 minutes is too much to send a text. 10 seconds, you can type something quickly in 10 seconds and drop a little text with honestly suffice and make the person very, very happy, make the person feel warm, feel loved, get you even closer. It makes it easier for both of you. This is the last but not the least. If a girl likes you, if a girl really likes you and is into you, she's going to notice everything you do. I mean everything. No long talk. She's going to notice everything. So you guys, I won't say be on guard, but I'm sure there's something you can take out from this statement I just made. If she likes you, she's gonna notice everything you do. This is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it like I did, please go on to share this video to your family and friends. Tell them to watch. Drop a comment for me, guys. Tell your friends and family to also subscribe to this girl's YouTube channel. Like, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you drop a comment. Liking our videos means so much to us, so please do these things for us. Thank you so much, and make sure you keep watching Big Moments. Yes, make sure, because more content every week. Thank you so much. Goodbye.